says 12 bags. How much popcorn is 12 bags? This much popcorn.
This is for a good cause. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's eat.
This is a 50 quart or 47 liter plastic container. You can see it's about a third full. A little bit more capacity than my stomach. Hopefully it condenses as we go.
All right, this is quite the production. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bowls. This one was my first batch and I burned it, so I'm gonna start with that one and hopefully I can get it all down. 12 bags of popcorn. I have no idea how long it's gonna take me, if I can even do it. I think it came out to like 7, 8 gallons, but it's mostly air, so it should compress. I have a whole host of toppings that I will probably be relying on later, as well as a few drinks to help me get all this down. Now, I thought I had my logistics nailed down for preparing all this popcorn. 12 bags, a trusty microwave, smooth sailing, right? Wrong. About 8 bags in, my microwave decided to throw in the towel. Hard reset, dead screen, nothing. I even checked the breaker. I had 4 bags left, and suddenly I was thrown back into the stone age of popcorn making, the stovetop. So there I was, ripping bags of popcorn open, pouring it into the pan, rattling it over the burner like I was some kind of a culinary drum circle. The first bag I tried, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, absolutely scorched it, just total char. The smell alone could have driven the kids out of the kitchen. But I'm not one to waste food during a challenge, so I started eating with that scorched batch because I knew it was going to be less desirable than the rest of the popcorn, and I didn't want it hanging over my head at the end of the challenge. Pro tip, burnt popcorn is basically like chewing on ash-flavored cardboard with little razor blades mixed in. And yes, I ate the whole bowl of it. So I consider it my badge of honor in this Cub Scout popcorn gauntlet. Not sure if there's a badge for eating bad popcorn, but if there is, I'm going to find it and wear it with pride. But after I powered through it, I got to enjoy some properly prepared popcorn, and boy, was it a fantastic reprieve. Even after the rest of the popcorn started cooling off, it never got gummy or chewy like I expected, and that's a real testament to the quality of the popcorn that the Cub Scouts sell. And speaking of Scouts, this challenge wasn't just about me stuffing my face. Cub Scouts has been an amazing experience for Henry and for us as father and son. We've camped through torrential rainstorms, hit bullseyes with slingshots, fished, hiked, and built friendships that go beyond just the meetings.
Hello, good sir. What are you doing here today?
Would you like to support my Cub Scout adventures?
I sure would. What kind of adventures do you go on with the Cub Scouts?
Archery, slingshot, BB gun, fishing, and camping.
Wow, that is quite a lot of things that these popcorn sales support. Let's see, if I wanted some super sweet popcorn, which one would you recommend?
This one.
That one, the salted caramel. What if I like super cheesy popcorn?
Get this one.
The white cheddar. Now, I like to eat a lot of food. Which popcorns would you recommend for someone that likes to eat a lot?
This one or this one?
Okay, so this is popping corn. I have to make that in a pan. But this is microwave popcorn. That's pretty easy to make.
And popcorn sales like this make all those adventures possible. If you'd like to support Henry's Cub Scout journey, there's a link in the description and a QR code on screen. Every bag purchased directly fuels those outdoor adventures. And if you've got any questions, drop them in the comments or shoot me a private message. I'd be happy to share more. With this much volume, by far the biggest by volume challenge I've ever attempted, my strategy going into this challenge was multifaceted because, believe it or not, popcorn's a tricky beast, and when you're looking at this much volume, this ain't no casual movie night popcorn eating. This is competitive popcorn devouring. My 3 biggest concerns were jaw fatigue, the sheer volume, and flavor fatigue. For the chewing concern, I've actually been training quite a bit. I'm an avid gum chewer, so the week leading up to the challenge, I made sure I was chomping on gum constantly, just to give my mandible a fighting chance. The next hurdle was volume. Popcorn looks light and fluffy, but 12 bags condense into about 2 pounds total, which doesn't sound bad until you realize it actually adds up to about 120 cups of popcorn, so roughly 7.5 gallons, or for my metric using Chew Crew members, about 28 liters. Imagine eating a party-sized fish tank filled with popcorn. Thankfully, I have some capacity training under my belt from my many other food challenges, and if you saw my rice cake tower video, you know volume is the bane of my existence. The popcorn challenge promised to be no different, definitely more volume concern than weight. So I prepared an army of beverages to help wash things down in hopes that it would condense this volume into a much more reasonable amount.
Uh, 25 minutes in. I can't believe how well I'm holding up. My lips are destroyed though. It's all that popcorn. I've been just shoveling it in the salt. I can feel it just sucking all the moisture out of my mouth, out of my lips. Just my lips being abraded by the kernels, all the popcorn shrapnel. Volume-wise, I'm feeling okay. I realize this bowl here is probably close to the size of all these combined, so I'm probably halfway. I haven't touched any of the seasonings yet. The butter is really good on this. It's got just the right amount of salt. I mean, for if you have a bag or two, not 12. Flavor's really good. The drinks are definitely helping keep my mouth going. I'm probably going to dip into some of these seasonings soon because it is getting old flavor-wise, but I might make it. I didn't think I'd be even close, but I'm doing okay.
For liquids, I had a whole lineup. Hot tea to keep things smooth, cold flavored water for refreshment, and fizzy diet ginger beer to shock my taste buds back to life when things started getting stale. Trust me, without variety, there would have been no way I'd even come close to devouring this much popcorn. And even with that setup, about 10 minutes in, my jaw started cramping terribly. I did some quick jaw stretches, which, by the way, look absolutely ridiculous on camera. I didn't include those in the footage. But the sheer amount of chewing needed here was beyond anything I imagined. After probably 10-12 minutes, every bite felt like I was just chewing on packing peanuts that kept multiplying in my mouth. And that brings us to the third and final major hurdle I anticipated with this challenge: flavor fatigue. Popcorn's amazing, don't get me wrong, for about 15 minutes, and after that, it kind of got boring pretty fast. So I had toppings ready to go that were spanning everything from sweet to spicy to savory and everywhere in between. Tabasco sauce, dill, paprika, salted caramel, chocolate drizzle, maple syrup, everything bagel seasoning, garlic salt. At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure half of my spice rack was on this island, out of view of the camera, but ready to go for whatever I needed to help make this challenge, at least from a flavor standpoint, more manageable. On that topic of flavors and seasonings, what's your go-to popcorn style? You more of a sweet kettle corn person? Do you like the cheesy stuff, that neon orange movie theater butter? Drop it in the comments. Personally, I can't resist good kettle corn with a cinnamon sugar twist, or that giant movie theater tub drenched in extra pumps of that delicious butter product. Nearing the finish line, my family came home, and right on cue, Amelia burst into the kitchen fresh from her very first jazz/hip-hop class. She was still in her leotard and dance shoes, looking ridiculously cute, and her energy was off the charts. She was absolutely beaming ear to ear, telling us how much fun she had dancing. Meanwhile, I'm over here surrounded by mountains of popcorn, jaw cramping, lips shredded, and she's just bouncing around like a ball of electricity. And honestly, it was the perfect contrast. It looked like I was about to tap out, and she looked like she was just getting warmed up. And that little jolt of her energy actually gave me the push I needed to keep shoveling through the last of this massive bowl of popcorn. Next week, I am shifting gears, or should I say tortillas. I'll be back at the River Days Festival in Midland, Michigan, facing off in their second annual taco eating contest. Last year, let's just say I had a tortilla-sized chip on my shoulder after my performance.
3, 2, 1, 0. Let's get it going. Let's get some movement on these tacos.
Come on, Charlie.
All right, putting them down. The first to 10 or the most in 4 minutes. Last year, Charlie put down 9.5, I believe. Incredible.
This year, the goal is redemption. 10 tacos, 4 minutes, and the strangest prize you've ever seen for a food challenge. You won't want to miss it. Stick around to the end of this video where you'll see a link if you want to see why I'm so salty about last year's performance. Ah. 12 bowls of very delicious Cub Scout popcorn. Wow, I can't believe I actually ate all that. I didn't think it was going to happen, especially without any extra seasonings or sauces. So that was thoroughly enjoyable. I'll do this for a good cause. If you are so compelled to do so, I'll have a link and a QR code so that you can access Henry's page for purchasing popcorn. They also do beef jerky and chocolate covered pretzels and a few other things that are just popcorn based. So thank you all for sticking around and watching this jaw numbing challenge. Until next time, stay hungry.